Well, it's 4:20 p.m. here at the Howling Moon Studios in Northern California. It's another beautiful Saturday day, a Saturday afternoon, in what I can only describe as, a lovely winter time here. The temperature is crisp, but it is dry, which is quite a change from a couple weeks ago. So, anyway, I'm very excited to be back. Last week I couldn't play because Jason was doing the debut concert for his new album of solo piano music. And it was really a festive, wonderful, wonderful affair in Sonoma, California. And it was really meaningful to our household because Jason got back into playing solo piano when he was living here at the beginning of quarantine. And so we feel like we're all part of it. And it was one of those events where it was invitation only for people who are close to Jason. He just has the most wonderful set of friends, and it was really great to see everybody in one place. And anyway, that was really fun. It was worth missing this show to do that. But I'm back this week, and I'm going to keep. I'm going to play another show of mostly original music. If the first week I did it, it was sort of the songs I play a lot, and then the last time was the songs I'd never played. This is the one of songs that are in between. Some will climb a mountain, search of what is real. A few will find an answer and swear that it's ideal. Then there are the angry ones who cannot hear. A few will turn to violence and blanket us with fear. Is someone looking out for me? Or are there UFOs? Everybody has an opinion, but nobody knows. Some who own glass houses throw stones while they shout. They preach a lot to others, often wrong but not in doubt. Is someone looking out for me? Or are there UFOs? Everybody has an opinion, but nobody knows. What you believe and I believe may not be the same. Some accentuate our differences in order to inflame. What you believe and I believe are pebbles in the game. When we wake up in the morning, we're all the same. Is someone looking out for me? Or are there UFOs? Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion, but nobody knows. I want to send that out to Rupert Coles. Last week there was I gather an extraordinary event for Cherie, and I just want to send my love out to the Coles family, and I want everybody to know that Cherie Moore remains in my thoughts every day. What a beautiful human being, and one of the just most wonderful people I've ever known. And fortunately, her spirit lives on, and I think the memory of her will sustain not just Rupert and the children, but many of us as we look forward, because, you know, who are we after all? We're really just sort of the sum of the people that we love and the places we've been and the things that we all do together. And what I know is that Cherie Moore made my life better in a lot of different ways. I mean, right over there in the corner of the studio are the kids, which are the wombats that she made in their little couch and with Minnie Mouse. And upstairs in our bedroom is Granny Wombat. And, you know, Cherie made all these great shirts for me that I wore on stage before I wore vests. And she was just a person who made the world a better place, and I truly appreciate that. Next song I'm going to play has an anniversary today, and I thought I would note that in 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger blew up on its way up into space, and Ann wrote a song about that. And by tradition and out of love, I always dedicate it to our dear friend Tracy Sheridan. Southern Cross shone distant, beacon in the night, constellations burning, beckoning light. Trouble above, darkness falls, Orion is broken, the eagle is lost. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Mountains of rain reflect the pain. We hear the swirling of the wind. Clouds of tears, undiminished by the years, haunting us over and over again. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Empty the clouds, some in the wind. How many times we start over again? Slate looks clean, but underneath, the chalk remembers somebody. Empty the cloud, some in the wind. How many times we start over again? drying his back in the southern sky. Prophets know the eagle will fly. Southern Cross shines closer, beacon in the night. Constellations burning, beckoning bright. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. I remember that day so incredibly well. In those days, I was still responsible for the whole tech sector at T. Rowe Price in 1986, which meant that I did aerospace as well as computers. And I was visiting one of the contractors on the shuttle, I think it was Lockheed, the day that happened. And I mean, you know, it was quite obviously momentous no matter where you were, but it was particularly momentous for people who were involved in the program. Left a big mark on me, and I was super happy when Ann wrote a song about it. Sunlight through a hotel window, marina swaying wide, gentle swells and harbor smells, afternoon and night, voices from the cafe tables, soundtrack for their life. She dreamed he'd be a memory soon, he dreamed she'd be his wife. He said, I think you're lovely. He said, you always glow. He said, you thrill me like no other, and forevermore. He said, you take my breath away. You're perfect, this I know. She turned to him and said, I'm glad you think so. Twilight turns to evening, evening turns to night. Heartbeat slows, traffic flows, artificial light. Voices from the street below, voices in his head. From a dream she stood before him, this is what he said. She said, I think you're lovely. He said, you always glow. He said, you thrill me like no other, and forevermore. He said, you take my breath away. perfect, this I know. She turned to him and said, I'm glad you think so. She said, I'm glad you think that I'm as perfect as can be. I only wish I saw in you the things you see in me. Well, that she turned and left him standing by the door. And as she disappeared, he cried, and it go forevermore. He said, you know you're lovely, you know you always glow, you know you thrill me like no other, and forevermore. You know you take my breath away, you're perfect, this I know. And in his head she said, I'm glad you think so. In his head she said, I'm glad you think so. In his head she said, I'm glad you think so. Send that one out to Gail Barnes. Gail, who does our social media, has been part of our team for almost, well, for 14 years, basically. Sometimes I lie awake, I wonder what the world is coming to. It's been a wild ride, now I sense the bills are coming due. Oh, there's trouble in my valley. Oh, there's trouble in my mind. Tell me I'm okay. I need to know what makes life real. What is the essence of my being? I struggle every day to deal with all the weird stuff that I'm seeing. Oh, there's trouble in my valley. Oh, there's trouble in my mind. Tell me I'm okay. What is real and what's for show? Won't you tell me it's okay? How am I supposed to know what is real and what's for show? Won't you tell me it's okay? Tell me it's okay. Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder what the will be. I wonder why it is someone has to lose so you can win. Oh, there's trouble in my valley. Oh, there's trouble in my mind. Tell me I'm okay. What is real and what's for show? Won't you tell me it's okay? How am I supposed to know what is real and what's for show? Won't you tell me it's okay? To know what is real and what's for show. Won't you tell me it's okay? How am I supposed to know what is real and what's for show? Won't you tell me it's okay? Won't you tell me, won't you tell me, won't you tell me, won't you tell me it's okay? Tell me it's okay. So I don't know if you saw, but yesterday we released the first of the new songs that we wrote with the Nashville songwriter Dylan Altman, and it's called "Arms Reach Out." If you've seen us live, you've seen the T Sisters do this song, and we released the acoustic version of the song. There will also be an electric version. We released the acoustic one, which is all part of the acoustic album that we've announced. So it's bigger than an EP. You're going to have 8 songs on it. And, or 8 tracks. There's actually 7 songs. One song's on there twice. There's going to be 2 versions of Nick of Time. One with a very short solo and one with the full jam. This acoustic thing has turned out to be really cool for us. I mean, you know, I play these shows all in acoustic, but the band mostly plays electric. And historically, when we were a quartet and a quintet, we played a fair number of acoustic shows, but we haven't done it in years. But the acoustic songs have really, at least for us, caught on. And it's, I keep talking to you about how important it is, if you can, to have a streaming service like Spotify, like Apple Music, and to listen to our stuff because it makes such a big difference. And people are starting to do that. And with the acoustic album, it's really begun to show up in the numbers, which is super encouraging. It means there's hope, which is very cool. Sun came up this morning, with my surprise, a desperate question answered, a hungry baby cries. The city lights still shimmer as traffic weaves its way. Life goes on, but not the same. It's different today. In my mind, you'll always be a young man finding gold. In every situation, your warmth would melt the cold. I tried to share my greatest gift, to put your mind at ease. Worry that I may have missed the forest and the trees. Let your burdens disappear, let the door swing close. No more struggle, no more fear, triangle of repose. The sun came up this morning, stillness in the air. Another question answered, a hungry truth laid bare. Your lighthouse fire guides me here from far away. Your melodies inspire me when emotions fray. Let your burdens disappear, let the door swing close. No more struggle, no more fear, a triangle of repose. The sun comes up tomorrow. If the sun comes up tomorrow, will I be there all day? Another puzzle fragment, another game to play. My wattage isn't epic. Hear me when I say, I hope in time to shine as bright as you shine today. Let your burdens disappear, let the door swing close. No more struggle, no more fear, triangle of repose. Let your burdens disappear, let the door swing close. No more struggle, no more fear, a triangle of repose. A triangle of repose. Well, I've been out of work since the plant shut down. They shipped the jobs to China, left behind our town. Tumbleweed rolling through. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high. Living the American dream. Politicians say in banks we trust, They gave them all the money that once belonged to us in the name of red, white, and blue. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high, living the American dream. We used to have insurance and a steady job, but a banker bought the business with intent to rob. He closed all the factories, shuttered every store. Thousands out of work makes his stock worth more. Debt and unemployment, we got up the wazoo. Change we can't believe in is long overdue. It's past time to sing the blues. It feels like we've all been screwed. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high, living the American dream. Every day's a struggle, but we get by. They took everything we had, but we don't cry. We can't afford to drink, but we still get high, living the American dream. Living the American dream. Living the American dream. Kind of feels like that song is super relevant again. You know, I've been writing some stuff lately where I'm making the case that, you know, capitalism, which is something I've been involved in all my life, has failed catastrophically in the face of COVID. I mean, we produced this amazing vaccine, right? But weirdly, we missed the really obvious point, which is you can't stop a pandemic if you don't give everyone in the world a vaccine. And so by, you know, letting capitalism determine where it went, you know, we failed to nip the pandemic in the bud when we had a shot. And it obviously, you know, capitalism has not defended democracy at all. In fact, I mean, companies like Facebook have in fact profited from undermining it. And, you know, it seems to me that we're all getting screwed. And, you know, the good news is that the global economy has changed for reasons of geopolitics, and that creates both a window of opportunity and an incentive to set things right. I mean, what we're looking for is, you know, the next Roosevelt, right? We don't need somebody to keep things warm or to keep things from getting worse. We need somebody who actually wants to go in and rethink how things work. And this isn't really a progressive thing per se. It's really about, you know, just recognizing that democracy is imperiled, and in order to save that, we have to have a greater share of the economy going to the people who do all the work, which is a progressive idea. But I mean, I think it's not about, you know, forgiving student loans per se or anything like that. It's really just about the very basic notion of what does a country stand for? What do we stand for? And, you know, I think we've forgotten, and it's a kind of a test to see if we can figure it out. Anyway, here's a song I haven't played in a while. Long ago, far away in a farmhouse near Chisholm Abbey, there lived a girl. Gwendolyn was her name. Mother died when she was young. Gwendolyn took care of Daddy. Broken in spirit, Daddy took all she could give. Early morning, every morning, Gwendolyn would toilet farming. She milked the cows, worked the garden, cooked the meals. Every time she met a young man. Daddy's needs would grow again. No flame could last with Daddy. No flame could last. Gwendolyn met many men, hoping one would be the man who'd soothe her heart and soul, help to make her love unfold. Gwendolyn met many men. In the end, she belonged to Daddy. Then one day near Chisholm Abbey, a soldier's love would make her happy. They dreamed of life, they dreamed as one. After only weeks together, to war her true love was sent forever by old men who smiled with young men who cried. War was hard on Chisholm Abbey, farming failed for her and Daddy. Work in town was scarce, as Gwendolyn would learn. At night she did her neighbor's laundry, did their mending, did their bidding. She made ends meet, begging money just to eat. Gwendolyn met many men, none could ever replace the man who filled her heart and soul, helped to make her love unfold. Gwendolyn met many men, but once again she was alone with Daddy. Daddy's spirit was ever broken, his daughter's love just went unspoken. Gwendolyn struggled on, though hope was hers no more. Then one night she lit a lantern to serve all men in need of comfort. She gave her soul, getting pennies in return. Gwendolyn lived to serve her daddy in the farmhouse near Chisholm Abbey. It was no life, though she struggled till the end. Gwendolyn died near Chisholm Abbey. She left behind her worthless daddy. Her spirit fled to fields where soldiers fell. Gwendolyn knew many men. Spirit, she rejoined the man who stood her heart and soul, helped to make her love unfold. Gwendolyn knew many men, but she only loved one man. He soothed her heart and soul, helped to make her love unfold. Gwendolyn embraced her man, a love renewed outside the gates of heaven. My old buddy Mike Smith used to love that song. I hope Mike is well. And if by chance he's listening, Mike, that's for you. So this next song is a song about the reality of America, the gap between the myth and the America we actually live in. And I sing this song because really for the family of Tyree Nichols and for everybody who knew him, and frankly for, you know, Tyree and is everybody's son, right? If you live in America. And we shouldn't accept that kind of behavior from the officers of the law. And we shouldn't look away or, get numbed to this kind of behavior, because it's not like this is infrequent. This goes on a lot. More than 1,000 people a year are killed by police officers, and a stunning number of them are absolutely innocent of any kind of crime. They get pulled over either because they're black or because, some officers jacked up on steroids, or somebody feels like they have power and they can exercise it, or all the above. And anyway, this is a song it's not actually about that per se, but it's about that idea. Born in a village south of the border, brought here when she was 3. Always in shadow, she got into college, worked hard, and earned a degree. 5:55 Monday, sirens in the distance, nightmares intruding again. Emotions all tangled, will they deport her? Felt worse, but doesn't know when. Heading to work, Vicky is driving, Leon does time in the pen. He got pulled over, a roach, and no taillight, they sent him upriver for 10. 5:55 Tuesday, police lights are flashing, pulling her over this time. What will the charge be? She worries out loud, is driving while blacks did a crime. Whoa, another day's coming, small steps are better than none. Whoa, a better day's coming, all of us acting as one. Under a rainbow outside Laredo, 2 young men living in sin. Have their own bedrooms, pretend to be roommates, dancing on the head of a pin. 5:55 Wednesday, somebody's been snooping, spray-painted threats on a wall. Can't help but see it, they fear to fight it, cautions 9/10 of the law. Whoa, another day's coming, small steps are better than none. Whoa, a better day's coming, all of us acting as one. Tend your own garden, let me tend mine. Live and let live all the time. Live and let live all the time. People believe what they believe, that should be okay with you. You believe what you believe, doesn't mean I believe too. Madison wrote it, let's try to live it. The playing field favors a few. Let's join together, forward together, it's true. Whoa, another day's coming, small steps are better than none. Whoa, a better day's coming, all of us acting as one. Whoa, a better day's coming, small steps are better than none. Whoa, a better day's coming, all of us acting as one. Everybody learns to spell the word us like a country, not a state of mind. You and I are different, we spell things our own way. In our world we spell us with you and I. Us is so much more than the sum of you and me. It's everything we are and everything we dream. A lifetime of experience with another life to go. You and I are us. Everybody knows that 1 and 1 is 2. With magic, 1 and 1 can add to 3. You and I are different with a different kind of math. The sum of 1 and 1 is us. Us is so much more than the sum of you and me. It's everything we are and everything we dream. A lifetime of experience with another life to go. You and I are us. I was lost. I had no will. I had no smile until we found us. Us is so much more than the sum of you and me. It's everything we are and everything we dream. A lifetime of experience with another life to go. You and I are us. Us is so much more than the sum of you and me. It's everything we are and everything we dream. A lifetime of experience with another life to go. You and I are us. You and I are us. You and I, you and I, you and I are us. So on the 28th of February, we're going to put out the acoustic album, which is called Light Side of the Moonalice. And when you see the cover, it's really amazing. Dennis Larkins did it. And it's the band as aliens hovering over the moon playing our acoustic instruments. And it's a real album, as I said, you know, the third full album that Moonalice has put out, along with 10 EPs so far. Super excited about that. And the next thing that comes out after that is really special. It'll be our first collaboration with somebody outside the band. And it's a song we've played a few times, normally on 420. So we're actually going to release it on April 20th. But it's a 420 song, Am I High? Originally written by Ray Benson from Asleep at the Wheel. And as it happened, Ray and Asleep at the Wheel were at the Harley Strictly Bluegrass Festival. And I struck up a conversation with him. And then I realized I had our recording of the song, at least it wasn't finished, but the basically rough mix of our song on my phone. So I played it for him, and he really liked it. He dug it a lot, and he asked, would we be interested in having him sing on it? And so he did. And so we're going to put this out. Now, keep in mind, Ray sings the bridges. I'm going to sing them right now, but Ray sings the bridges. And you know, the T-Sisters and the Chambers do a kind of call and response with me on the verses. And so I think this is going to be really amazing. And it will kick off the cycle for what will be an electric album that will follow Light Side of the Moonalice. And it'll be mostly original material and mostly new original material. This will be the album that has Old and Proud on it, and Can You Feel It, and a bunch of other songs that you've heard us play live, but you haven't heard all of them yet. high? Me oh my. Folks all seem to drift on by. Tell me, true friend, am I high? Am I high? Please don't lie. Have my legs been rubberized? Tell me, true friend, am I high? Or was it the gauge that incited my rage? Or maybe the booze that left me so confused? Perhaps that cocaine caused me to exclaim as I fell to the floor, give me more, give me more. Am I high? My mouth sure is dry. I just keep laughing till I cry, asking myself, am I high? Was it the gauge that incited my rage? Or maybe the booze that left me so confused? Perhaps that cocaine caused me to exclaim as I fell to the floor, give me more, give me more. Am I high? Look in my eyes. If you could see them from the other side, you'd still be wondering, am I high? Thousands of people in Washington Square come out to be part of a dream where fairness and justice are not just for people like me. I was in line for a selfie, a pinky with each little girl, coming together to take back a vision gone wrong. Internet titans and Wall Street tycoons with money and power and greed, they have nothing we want anymore, nothing we want anymore. I want to follow her lead now, I'm drawn to the words of her song. Tell those patriarch buddies to pack up their bags, they've led us astray for too long. Put the woman in charge, please. It's time to try something new. There's nothing to fear. The future is here and it's ours if we make it true. Too many people for too many years denied the fruits of their dreams, stuck in a world that works just for people like me. Powerful villains with ego and greed and fantasies too sick for words, enabled by lawyers and buddies and money to burn. Their victims were scared into silence. The miracle finally occurred. Some villains are going to jail now. Some villains are going to jail. I want to follow her dream now. I'm drawn to the words of her song. Tell those patriarch bullies to pack up their bag. They've led us astray for too long. Put the woman in charge, please. It's time to try something new. There's nothing to fear. The future is here. It's ours if we make it true. Millions of people all over the world protest a dangerous fool who favors a world that works just for people like him. Millions of voices beg to be heard. Morality, fairness, and love. Values we once took for granted are melting away. Marching is just the beginning. From Hong Kong to San Juan to here. We cannot stand back anymore. We cannot stand back anymore. I want to follow her dream now. I'm drawn to the words of her song. Tell those patriarch Bodhis to pack up their bags. They've led us astray for too long. Put the woman in charge, please. It's time to try something new. There's nothing to fear. The future is here and it's ours if we make it true. It's funny. This set has got a lot of political songs in it, and this seems like a really important time for us all to engage. And I didn't really construct the set that way, but events happened this week that I wrote the set a week ago, and events conspired to make it very timely. Why do some people resist? Maybe they get pissed. People who are different from them. Why is it not okay to live your life your way and let the rest live theirs in peace? Look in the mirror, what do you see? Hopes and dreams and true belief. If nothing is perfect, what should it be? Minding your business will set you free. Minding your business will set you free. Why would anybody care how someone cuts their hair, or how they live, or who they love? Why don't you just get high? Maybe you should try to live and let live. Look in the mirror, what do you see? Hopes and dreams and true belief. If nothing is perfect, what should it be? If minding your business will set you free, minding your business will set. Let it be, yeah, you and me. Ooh, listen to me, please. Ooh, let it be, yeah, you and me. Ooh, listen. nothing is perfect, what should it be? Minding your business will set you free. Minding your business will set you free. So, our next show, April 20th, at the Chapel in San Francisco. I would just ask, if you don't mind, I hope you'll come, and I hope you'll buy tickets in advance. I just don't know how many shows we're going to get to play until the T-babies are, not infants anymore. And so just don't know how many shows they're going to be in San Francisco, don't know how many shows they're going to be at all. And so, we're going to have a pretty quiet first half of the year. And so I would, if you're interested in seeing us live, please come to the 420 show, because that will be a very special one for us. And we'd very much love to see you. And we appreciate your support. Thank you. I don't need an analgesic, I am not afraid. Bring me a ritual, a tribal game. Moonlight on the water, shadows on my mind. Tell each other things nobody knows. It's 420 somewhere, might as well be here. Rig for heavy weather, strange but not to fear. It's 420 somewhere, might as well be here. Thunderclap and lightning, and the sky will clear. I don't need an anesthetic, I am not afraid. Traditional, agricultural, just roll and flame. Moonlight on the wind, shadows on my mind. Tell me something everybody knows. It's 420 somewhere, might as well be here. Rig for heavy weather, strange but not to fear. It's 420 somewhere, might as well be here. Thunderclap and lightning, and the sky will clear. Inside a golden light, outside a storm, an alcoholic blessing is mixed at best. If you want to find an answer, look up high. It's 420 somewhere, might as well be here. Rig for heavy weather, strange but not to fear. It's 420 somewhere, might as well be here. Thunderclap and lightning, then the sky will clear. It's 420 somewhere, might as well be here. Rig for heavy weather, strange but not to fear. It's 420 somewhere, might as well be here. Thunderclap and lightning, then the sky will clear. Thunderclap and lightning, then the sky will clear. Long after midnight and the party rages, lunatics and animals out of their cages, alarm bells ringing, who knows where. Nobody listens, nobody cares. Rome burns. Rome burns. Rome burns. Hurricane winds blowing up my street. Flood waters everywhere, 3 feet deep. We better do something before we all die. Naked men say our debt is too high. Rome burns. Rome burns. Rome burns. Every cub wants to be a fireman. Till the fires start, it's all a game. Now the flames are everywhere. We can only sit and stare. Watch our sweetest dreams go up in smoke. Here fire, there fire blazing away. Loads of folk, boom to folk, who start to pray. When we all die. Naked men say tax rates are too high. Rome burns. Rome burns. Rome burns. Rome burns. Waves crash upon the beach. Thoughts of you just beyond my reach. Lost at sea. No compass, chart, or course to set. All alone, without a home, without a net. Lost at sea is where I'll be if you won't let me join your team. Lost at sea, endlessly, I will not give up my dream of you. Rolls out, left behind and full of doubt. Thoughts of me struggling with no way out. Lost at sea, spinning, twisting helplessly. All I have is worthless unless you're with me. Lost at sea is where I'll be if you won't let me join your team. Lost at sea, endlessly, I will not give up my dream of you. I pray your love will set me free. I'd give anything if you talk to me. I know our lives will never be the same. You don't even know my name. The tide rolls out, left behind and full of doubt. Thoughts of me struggling with no way out, lost at sea, spinning, twisting helplessly. All I have, it's worthless unless you're with me. Lost at sea is where I'll be if you won't let me join your team. Lost at sea, handlessly, and I will not give up my dream. I will not give up my dream. I will not give up my dream of you. Well, Supreme Court is up to its old tricks again, right? They conducted an investigation of their own leak and managed not to really inquire seriously of any of the people who were the most likely parties to the crime in question. So I think we need to sing a song for them. They sent us a message filled with scorn. It read, Foxtrot uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar uniform. We focused on the message, trembling in our hand. It took us a minute, it took another minute, it took a lot of minute for us to understand. It means they don't respect us anymore. It means they took for granted her running out the door. But the thing that really hurts us, that breaks our hearts in two, the people who support this look a lot like you. We asked them a question, got a message in return. It said, Foxtrot uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar uniform. We looked again in silence at the message in our hand. It took us a minute, it took another minute, it took a lot of minutes for us to understand. It means they don't respect us anymore. The rights we took for granted are running out the door. But the thing that really hurts us, that breaks our heart in two, the people who support this look a lot like you. We can't believe this bullshit after all that we've been through. Oh, whiskey tango foxtrot. Oh, whiskey tango foxtrot. Oh, whiskey tango foxtrot. I owe you. Gonna send a message not so warm. It'll say Foxtrot uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar uniform. We hope that it confuses them and messes up their plan. It takes them a minute, a whole lot of minutes, a lifetime of minutes for them to understand. A lifetime, you hear me? A lifetime of minutes. I hope that Ginny Thomas, wherever she is, has nightmares about all the harm she's done, all the laws she's broken, and all the just I don't know what it is, but it's like she does not seem to appreciate the Constitution. And, you know, I don't know. The whole thing just drives me nuts. It's like you expect better people, right? You think to yourself, the people who are on the Supreme Court, the people associated with the court, they should be held to a very, very high standard. But these guys, they seem to think that there's no rules that apply at all. And for me, that's a problem. It took us a minute, a whole lot of minutes, a lifetime of minutes for us to understand. All right, I'm going to finish up the show. I've run a little long here. I hope you don't mind. An unexpected time brought you to my door and washed away the pain that was here before you. You are the spark, set my wheels a-turning. You are the spark, keeps my flame a-burning, burning, burning. Kid again, you make me feel like I did again. You make me feel like I'm floating on air, like I'm floating on air. I want to shout from a mountain top, I am in love and I won't ever stop. Tell me the truth now, tell me please, do I do for you what you do for me? Do I do for you what you do for me? Unexpected time may wash us out to sea, to undiscovered islands where you and I can be, where love is the only currency, where sparks can fly, none but us will see. Fly, flying, flying. You make me feel like a kid again. You make me feel like I did again. You make me feel like I'm floating on air, like I'm floating on air. I want to shout from a mountain top, I'm in love and I won't ever stop. Tell me the truth now, tell me please, do I do for you what you do for me? Do I do for you what you do for me? I want to shout from a mountain top, I am in love and I won't ever stop. Tell me the truth now, tell me please, do I do for you what you do for me? Do I do for you what you do for me? Do I do for you what you do for me? Thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for letting me play so many of these songs because, you know, a lot of them have just been collecting dust for a long time, and I don't yet play them perfectly, but I'm playing them from the heart, and that's the best I can do today. And hopefully in time they'll get so that they're good enough that you like them. Anyway, have a great week. I think I'm going to be back next week, and Patrick willing and schedules and all aligning. And please be careful out there, right? I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff going on, but if we all look out for each other, if we all remember that we're in it together, we're going to get through this. Let's make every day count. Let's find joy wherever we can. Love you all. Thank you so much. Have a good night. And Patrick, thank you very much for doing this.